gosh. Yo, what's up, guys? Happy Friday, NBA Finals. Dude, big day. Big day. Anyways, I'm in Indiana for the game. Indiana has a ton of sports books, so I figured I'd do an early morning live stream. And the weather is fucking horrible, so there's not much else to do anyways. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? What's up, Papa? Yo, what's up, Ramo Jaku? Is your name Ramo? Anyways, let me know how the connection is. Because I'm in an Airbnb. What's up? What's up? Yo, what's up, gang? What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Anyways, let's get into it. What sportsbook do you guys want to start out on? So Pick 6 has a couple discounts. We did a few of them yesterday. If you haven't used either of these discounts, I would probably run Chet. I mean, probably the best play to pair with is Chet rebounds with Andrew Nembhard over 7.5. Rebounds plus assists. I feel like Nembhard has been in foul trouble every fucking game so far. I mean, he's gone under recently, but you can see here PrizePicks, all the other DFS sites, they just have his line higher at 8 in the first place. So maybe something like this. And all the sports books have the over heavily favored. So something like this would kind of work well for the Pick 6 discount if you wanted to run it. But what else do we got? 30% NBA boost. Aaron Judge multiplier boost. So they're boosting Aaron Judge to a 2x payout to go yard, which I don't think that's very good, to be honest. But anyways, let's see what we got going on. Let's start building some slips. What book do you guys want to look at? PrizePicks, please. Do you do fantasy picks? Yeah, we're going to do fantasy picks. Maybe let's start out. Let's start out on fantasy. Let's do PrizePicks, and let's do Underdog. And then Sleeper has some discounts, so we can do that as well. So let's see what we got. Oh my God. Maybe we do start out on PrizePicks. Yo, check out this play. So it's PrizePicks Flex Friday, which is lit. Where is it? Did they get rid of Flex Friday, bro? Maybe I just have to refresh. But let's start out on PrizePicks. I don't got a problem with that. Then we can do Pick 6, whatever other book. Oh, shit. There is some good value on PrizePicks. Dude, I don't see PrizePicks Flex Friday. What is going on? They get rid of Flex Friday? Am I out of the loop here? What the fuck? Anyways, PrizePicks, fixed payout sports book. You take Zhang to go over or under in games 1. Yo, this game actually starts in fucking 12 minutes, so we want to move quickly. You take this over, you take this under, you're going to get the same payout. This play actually has a very high edge. You don't have as many data points, like not as many books post odds for player games 1. But the sports books that are, you can kind of see in a line movement chart. Boom, 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 like they've ripped towards her under. So this is a great play on PrizePicks that we can go with. And they got rid of Flex Friday, so we don't even have to do a fucking 5-pick flex play. We can do a 3-pick power play or something like that. Yo, so let's check out some of this value, man. So next I'm going to move on to Esports. Yeah, baby. So again, what's nice about Esports is there's just like a billion games a day, which means a lot of line discrepancies, which means a lot of opportunity. So like here, it's just like, okay, PrizePicks has this line at 28. Every other book, you have 4 other data points. So when I'm using this like OddsJam, fantasy optimizer, it just points out line discrepancies. Usually I set minimum number of data points to 2 or 3. You want to see multiple points of confirming evidence that are all telling you the same thing. Hot Streak has the line 1.5 points lower with the under. Like the under is heavily favored. Granted, they're baking in a ton of juice to their market. But anyways, we'll do a PrizePicks play. I don't know where Flex Friday went, but I guess we're not getting it today. So I'm going to start out with a 3-pick entry. It's not out yet. It doesn't start until noon. 8 a.m. sports betting. Bro, what's better than 8 a.m. sports betting? We only have, I mean, it's kind of sad. We only have a max of 4 more NBA games and 3 more NHL games. I feel like we got to keep the streaming going early. Too early. Just got on Novig and Rebet. Let's do some plays, please. No problem. Yeah, but anyways, this one I'm getting locked in. First play. Obviously, the tennis match starts soon. I didn't realize PrizePicks Flex Friday doesn't start until noon. Too early for PrizePicks. Happy Pride Month. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for all commenting in the chat. Happy Pride Month. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Can we get some home run bets? What's up, Alex? What's up, I Love Grapes? Yo, so we just got in a PrizePicks play. We could do these sleeper discounts. We could do some DraftKings pick 6. What do we think, man? What do we think? Anyways, let me just see something real quickly. So we could do pick 6. Although there's not like a crazy amount of value right now. Maybe we should do some FanDuel or some Underdog. I mean, there's a little bit, but whatever. Let's just kind of, maybe let's do Underdog or something. You could also run, I mean, this play just popped up. Fuck, I didn't even realize. So you could just run, I mean, check out this play on Nemhard. Yo, if we want to get ballsy, here's another option for tonight. I mean, again, I just recommended on DraftKings Pick 6, they have value on his over and rebounds plus assists. On PrizePicks right now, there's his under and rebounds. You can see every buck has his under pretty heavily favored. But let's check out some of these other sports books. I don't want to just sit on fucking PrizePicks. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yo. So here's a very solid play on Rebet. We have baseball today, too. Obviously, probably not what most people care about tonight, but here you have Reds plus 120. I mean, again, this is an MLB money line market, you know, super active, efficient betting markets. I mean, plus 120 looks good to every book. It's also a locked market with no vig. So one of these two bets has to be profitable. You can get the Tigers at minus 120, betting 120 to win 100, or the Reds on Rebet at plus 120, 100 to win 120. So there's no hold in the market. There's no hold between sports books. What the fuck? Dude, they're back to this bullshit of just not taking bets. Maybe I got to do it on my phone, but on Rebet, I'm running the Reds plus 120. I think that's pretty solid. If it loads, come on, dude. I'm giving you one more shot on my computer, and then I'm going to do it on my phone. I don't know what is the problem with this fucking sportsbook, bro. Reds plus 120. That's the play on Rebet. Again, you can kind of see they, like, disappeared. Usually on Rebet, you can bet. Anyways, whatever. I'll just bet it on my phone real quick. That ain't no problem. I got a phone. So, Reds plus 120. Let's kind of check this out. Yeah, I mean, it looks definitely very solid. I mean, not a huge edge, but every sportsbook, this bet looks plus EV to. So, like, for example, you take Circa. Circa's known to be a pretty sharp book. You devig their market. They only have 13 cents of juice. I'm curious how much they're going to give me on this. Reds money line plus 120. Reds money line, they're going to give me 640. So that's what I'm getting locked in. So you devig Circa. Again, it's a very slight edge, but we have high confidence because the market is locked with no vig. And then also it's just an MLB money line. Like, these are very tight markets in general. So you remove the vig from Circa's market. Fair is plus 118.75. We're getting plus 120 on Rebet above, you know, fair value, above the no vig odds. So the bet's fucking profitable. Let's see if this site is loading now. Alex, I'll send you some early morning big booty Latina strippers to your crib. Thank you, heathen cow. Can you do sleeper? What's up, J-Chip? Anyways, now Rebet's just not fucking loading, period. But I got it locked in. Don't you worry about that. I got the bet locked in. Yo, anyways, let's see what else we got. So we did some PrizePicks plays. Again, it's too early for Flex Friday apparently, but let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got going on. So, Halliburton under 2.5 threes. Let's see though. Oh my God. Dude, there is some ridiculous... There's some ridiculous esports value right now. Check out this play. Oh, baby. Yo, check out this play. Actually, Underdog is kind of popping right now. Whoops, I spelled that wrong. Boom! So we have Zantarez under 17.5. Every other book. Dude, these esports betting markets are just so inefficient. Every other book has this line 16.5. Whatever. I mean, very clear value on the under 17.5. What do you guys think, man? You guys trust me on these esports plays? I feel like a lot of you guys, you don't like esports. But, holy moly. Holy cannoli. Dude. There is some crazy esports value right now. Yo, so I'm going to lock in. Get this locked in quick, though. Because, again, sometimes they, unfortunately, bump things a little bit quickly. This is what I'm going to run. 3-pick entry on Underdog Fantasy. When did these games start? 4 p.m. A little early morning action. Get the juices flowing. 3-pick entry. This play on Zantarez is fucking ridiculous. I mean, PrizePicks, you know, every other book's a data point. 16.5, 15.5, 16.5, 15.5 on Hot Streak. A book that specializes in esports. They also have the under juiced. Underdog is just fucking it up, and they already bumped one of the esports plays. So now we only got 2. But that's okay. Let's see what else. Again, that's basically the only problem I got with Underdog Fantasy is they just, you know, they bump these lines. They do not let the good lines sit very long. So here's a different play, 3-pick entry. You can see Underdog limits me to a max of $25. If you're on YouTube, can you look at a new DFS called Drafters? I can't use PrizePicks. I've never heard of Drafters, but I can look into it after the stream. Yo, 3-pick entry. I love riding dudes with you. Thank you. Apparently, Better has a free square too. Why do they always do this, man? Why do they always... Oh, shit! Oh, my God. God damn it. Holy shit. Holy shit. What just happened? Dude, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, my God. And I didn't get to lock in the Underdog play. What just happened, dude? I just spilled coffee all over the floor and accidentally knocked the camera over, but that's okay. We're still alive. What is going on? Did this camera get fucked up? What is going on? I got no idea, but whatever. I'm not going to deal with this right now. We got to gamble. So they still haven't bumped the Zantarez play. Damn, bro. So let's see if we can finish this slip real quick. So you can see this electronic dude. They bumped him from 28 to 27, which is obviously a little bit annoying, but that's okay. Oh, also I'm an idiot because this was supposed to be an under. I'm an idiot. That was supposed to be an under anyways, but let me finish this slip. Taking way too long. So we have Chet under 17.5 points plus assists. Whatever. That's fine with me. So I'm going to get this locked in as a little bit of a 3-pick entry. Again, it's all unders. This is by far the best play. I mean, the first esports play we have. So definitely lock it in a slip. What is going on with this camera, bro? Dude, it's all blurry. Did I break it? No, I don't want to have to buy a new camera today. I'm already going to have to bandwagon the Pacers and buy a shit ton of gear. Yo, Alex, how the fuck are you not on Drafters? Honestly, I've never heard of Drafters. It's not focused now. He spills coffee every stream. Dude, I do. But I don't usually break the camera, but I do sometimes spill something. Anyways, this is the play, Underdog 3-pick, but I want to move on to some other books. Sorry, you guys don't get to see my beautiful face. I'm sure you guys are all very concerned about that. Were there any promos on Rebet? Let's see. I mean, honestly, the Rockies team total also looks pretty solid, but maybe let's do a FanDuel play. FanDuel had some promos as well. Let's actually kind of see what they got going on here. Let's see what we got going on here. God damn. I spilled coffee in the Airbnb. Dude, he better not fucking bill me for this. But anyways, first play I'm going to get locked in. This play is on FanDuel. Let me just change this to my Mac camera. Hey, there we go. That looks obviously a little bit better. Chelsea Gray over 7.5 assists. Yo, let me zoom out a bit. Damn. So we got Chelsea Gray over 7.5 assists. Plus 285 on FanDuel and alt market. Usually when I'm betting on the WNBA, they give me pretty shitty betting limits on the player props, but let's see. So here we have it, Chelsea Gray. Let's zoom me out a bit. My face does not need to be that big. This is what I'm getting locked in on FanDuel. FanDuel is, literally bullshit. They're giving me $21. Was there a WNBA promo, though? Yeah, there is. So there's a 30% profit boost, which makes this obviously even better. So I'm going to run this for $10. It's going to go up to plus 372. So I like to kind of camp on this, arbitrage tool. Dude, I didn't realize FanDuel, most people get $25 on these profit boosts. So you could just arbitrage bet it with no vig, make a profit of 581 if you wanted to, right? FanDuel is crossed with no vig, so it's arbitrage. This is the odds jam arbitrage tool. You could bet the over on one book, the under on a different book because they have such different prices. Just follow the proper, you got to set your stake. You got to do your stake properly. All right, what's going on with this camera? So one of these two bets has to be profitable, right? If you can bet the over on FanDuel, the under on Novig, guarantee a profit. One of those two bets has to be plus EV. Novig is a pretty sharp buck. Also, there's a decent amount of liquidity right now. Minus, there's 566 bucks being offered. So almost certainly FanDuel is the side with value. The play you want to lock in. Dude, why do I spill shit? Camera looks better, I know, but it's not my, nice camera. This is the shit camera, and I just want to make sure I didn't break the good camera, but maybe I did break the good camera. Nah, I didn't break the good camera. We're actually good. I think this is going to work. Damn, I just stepped in the coffee. So Chelsea Gray, 8+ assists. Should we do the sleeper discounts? There we go, baby. Looking like a fucking real Pacers bandwagon fan in the gayest city in America. This is the gayest city in America. All it's been doing is raining. I haven't seen one person in a Pacers jersey. But I have seen 45 Pride Month bars. I thought this was a sports city, man. What were we talking about? So we did an underdog play. We did a PrizePicks play. But what we wanted to do, and we did a rebet play again, Reds, is I think Atlanta is more gay. You're not in LA. Looking fresh, Alex. Alex, any PrizePicks Demons 2 to 3 2-man? Honestly, dude, Demons are kind of when I've looked at demons and tried to find value, I've really never been able to. So, personally, I don't play demons that often. But anyways, let's see if there's any home run value available. Who is going yard today? Who is going yard today? TJ McConnell? No. Suzuki? No. Anyways, let's see if we can get in some home run plays on FanDuel. There's also a bunch of promos on FanDuel. I should probably look at those, but give me a sec. There are so many promos. Dude, there's also the sleeper promos. What were the sleeper promos? Dude, Indiana. Thought this city was going to be lit. Why the fuck did I fly in a day early? Literally, man. Anyways, on sleeper, I've said this, a lot, but they charge a ton of juice. 84 cents of juice you can see right here on this MLB prop. So, there's not much value on sleeper, which is why usually I don't, bet on sleeper that often. However, they do have some really good promos. So, Ranger Suarez, his under is a 1.96 payout. That's the same as minus 104 odds. I don't know why they do this, but, they put their odds in decimal format. Why? I don't know. Why? I don't know. 1.96 means like you're betting 100 for a payout of 196. So 96 in profit. So that's the same as minus 104. Again, I don't know why they do that shit, but they do. It's probably to confuse people. But this is what I got locked in for the first sleeper discount. But let's go back here to FanDuel. And let's see, man. They had some good promos, bro. 50% profit boost. Soccer, 100% profit boost. So a 50% profit boost on Nerfies or Yerfies. I mean, obviously that's a no-brainer. For Nerfies and Yerfies on FanDuel, the average VIG or amount of juice they're charging is probably like 5-6%. So with a 50% profit boost, I mean, quite literally, whatever the fuck you bet is going to be plus EV. But obviously, if we can find some value, that would be pretty cool. Although that may not happen. We got to see. And when you have profit boosts, honestly, this is probably the best play, is the Nerfy plus 116 in the Padres game. I wonder if you could also parlay it. First inning Friday. No Padres game. I apologize. This at plus 116. Again, with all these promos, you could just arb them. Make a small little risk-free profit if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to run it. Again, there's so much money in these promos, dude. A lot of money in these promos. So we had Ranger Suarez. Beautiful. And then we're going to go here to Alicia Gray. I'm going to take her under in points right off of Odds Jam. And I'm going to run that with the Gaussman discount. So we're getting in some of these promos. You feel me, dude? Alex, can you please check the Judge Boost home run play on pick 6? Let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. So honestly, there's not a lot of MLB value right now. No. There's not a lot of MLB value, but I am curious. Let's check out the Judge Boost. Because they do have a discount on Aaron Judge. And again, what's fucking annoying about pick 6 is you can't pair. So this would come out to plus 500. Vlad, over 1.5 HRRs. Let's kind of see what it builds to on FanDuel. I mean, what is Judge to hit a home run? He's plus 250. And then let's just go to the Blue Jays game. And let's see. My gut tells me this DraftKings Pick 6 promo is pretty shitty. So FanDuel actually doesn't have those lines available. So let's look at like Vinny. Vinny to record a single. Where are you, Vinny? I mean, yeah, this promo's no good. So you can see on FanDuel, you're getting plus 475, which is a 5.75x payout. On DraftKings, you're getting a 6x payout, plus 500. So once you incorporate the VIG, long story short, the Judge promo, no good. No good. All the value right now, though. Anyways. Bro, give me a 3-man on Drafters, dude. I don't even know who Drafters is, bro. I don't know anything about Drafters. I don't know Drafters. I don't know him. I don't know him. Yo, who's going yard today, man? Who's going yard? Who do we like? We got to get in the home run parlay, man. Matt Olson, plus 300. What do we think? Jackson Merrill, plus 560. You can see Circa has a relatively tight market. Plus 500, minus 670. I mean, what's obviously nice about Circa is they actually post two-way markets on players to go yard. So Austin Riley, I like that play actually a little bit better than the play on, who the fuck were we just talking about? Matt Olson. But what do we think? Who's going yard, boys? Boats and Hose. Evan Carter. Evan Carter? You guys think Evan Carter is going yard? Boats and Hose. What are you talking about? Tatis Jr. Maybe. I don't see any value for Tatis right now. Or is it Tatis? I don't know. I'm not a fucking baseball fan. But I am going to run a 3-pick MLB home run parlay. Yo, if this hits, dude, I will fucking fly everybody into Indiana and we will black out for Game 6. Unless they may win the next 2 games. The Thunder looked pretty bad. 19 turnovers. 19 turnovers, I think, right? Am I crazy? Did the Thunder turn the ball over 19 times? I mean, a lot of it was Shea, I think, too. But I don't know. We'll see. Tonight is definitely going to be interesting. So here's another example of a crossed market. You have Mitchell Parker. This isn't the MLB player. No. That's not the gay one. Anyways, we got Mitchell Parker. Under 4.5 strikeouts, minus 150. So there's a decent amount of liquidity on Novig. So I just bet it. It's minus 150, right? There's a decent amount of liquidity on Novig. So I could just arbitrage bet this. I mean, again, I'm on a max limited FanDuel account. When I'm doing these streams, no player 2 accounts, nothing like that. All these accounts are just, my initial accounts, but you could just arbit, guarantee a little profit. Novig, there's a fair amount of liquidity, $154 being offered. And again, you have high confidence in your edge, which is why I like using the arbitrage tool to find bets, because you just have a really high confidence in your edge. Oh, shit. So like this play, for example, is just call your mom, call your dad. Fucking fuck this. Fucking where is this? O'Neal Cruz, 14.2K in liquidity on Novig. So that's almost certainly a sharp better, right? That's a lot of money being offered, which means someone's trying to bet the other side, which is Cruz. If someone's offering a shit ton of money, 14.2K on him to go under, they're trying to get the other side, which is Cruz to go over at plus 475. So DraftKings always has a ton of value. Again, the problem with DraftKings is just they're a very soft book. Like my strategy for beating DraftKings was, take the sharp books, use the arbitrage tool. By definition, this bet is profitable or this bet is profitable because I could bet both to guarantee a profit. DraftKings is the soft square book. So just bet the DraftKings side. So Cruz plus 500, that looks incredible. DraftKings actually has way more home run value right now. Jorge Soler, plus 700. Crazy value. No other book offering above plus 550. Crossed with no vig. Also crossed with ProfitX. This play also looks crazy. So if you're on DraftKings, you could also parlay these. So DraftKings is limiting me, but this was my strategy, man. Like, or I would just arbitrage bet on DraftKings, but like just finding crossed markets where you have an extremely high confidence in your edge. Basically how I've made all my money on DraftKings, but at this point I'm, pretty aggressively limited, which obviously is not fun. Oh shit. Yo. Shea over 32.5 points, 140, crossed market. I could go over to ProfitX, bet is under plus 146, make a risk-free profit. But I'm just going to run this. Shea over, dude, that is a crazy high points line to be getting minus 140 juice. We don't care. Look up drafters. What the fuck is drafters, dude? And why do you keep talking about it? Merrill, Riley, Walker. That is the home run parlay you need to lock in for tonight. Merrill, Riley, Walker. I don't know if he's going to be able to tell that I spelled coffee all over the couch. Or sorry, all over the play. Anyways, what am I missing, man? Were there more promos? So again, liquidity is always popping up, going away. Higher liquidity is better. Here's a play on Adrian Hauser. Crossed market, no vig. Once again, a sharp book. Every other book, like Caesars, has the under as a much bigger favorite, around minus 184. Dude. So again, you could arb all of these, but because I'm limited on DraftKings, typically I just take the EV side. Clay Holmes. This is the dude, I think, who looks like Ted Bundy. Am I right? Is this the dude? So it's a crossed market. Same thing with MGM. You could get this on MGM. Is this fucking Ted? The guys are fucking... Yeah, dude, that's fucking Ted Bundy. What were we talking about? So there's a lot of value on DraftKings, but the limits are obviously a little beat. Clay Holmes, like, look at this line. Under 18.5 outs, crossed, so we have high confidence in our edge. Every other book has this line priced, has this under as a much bigger favorite, around like, whatever, minus 220. So sure, whatever, just throw some darts down. But let's see, like, Underdog or Fliff or something do better. What was the WNBA play? Chelsea Gray, 8+ assists. Do better. Yo, why don't you say please? Some of you guys in the chat, man. Please. Please is the word. You guys want better? Should we do better? What are the discounts on better? You guys are promising me discounts, so I better have some discounts in my account. What's the discount on better? What's the discount on better? Woo, baby. Dude, this city is so fucking lame. No offense to people who live here. There is not a lot going on in Indianapolis. Anyways, let's see what we have on better. What is the discount? You guys said Shea? I don't see a discount. However, there's probably some value on better. And there is. Nope. So, for example, why does Shea pop up when I type in Bryce Elder? Fucking doesn't make any sense. So you have Bryce Elder under 1.5 walks. Checks out from a value perspective. Sharp books. All of his under, heavily favored. You have Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 bases. He's looked really good after coming back. The Braves have some new life. Damn, bro, why? Why do you do this to me? Yo, so these two plays are positively correlated. Lloyd under in PRs is positively correlated with Chelsea Gray over in points. And then we're going to run a PGA play. Yo, how's my boy John Rahm looking against Scotty? I got big boy bucks on that. I need Rahm. Hopefully he doesn't shit the bed. I saw he was starting out decent. Anyways, there's some NBA value. Siakam, free throws, whatever. But this is the play. The play on Jewel Lloyd is ridiculous. Again, just the odds jam. Fantasy Optimizer. It's just going to point out line discrepancies. Like you can see here, again, even if you don't use FanDuel, it's a data point, a source of information. We're also getting positive correlation on, a couple of these picks. But if you look at the Aces game, because I'm sure a lot of you guys, boys, a lot of you guys are going to be tuning into that game tonight. So Jewel Lloyd, like FanDuel has her line. Even if you don't use FanDuel yourself, still a $40 billion company. You want to put some weight into their odds. They not only have, her line lower at 19.5. They also have the under heavily juiced. FanDuel's got teams of data scientists, shit like that. You should probably put some weight into their odds. We have Brian Herter, Kevin Herter. Crossed market, looks even better on MGM, but MGM I'm limited and I'm not logged in right now. So usually you want to always get the best price on your bets, but obviously MGM and DraftKings are the two softest, easiest to beat sports books. This is the problem, 1462 betting limits, but that's okay, dude. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll survive. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yo, this is a rush to bet play. This just popped up. Angela Resse. What's her name? Angela Resse. Under 3.5 assists. Angela Resse. Damn it. 250 max, bro. I thought you guys gave more. What? I thought they gave more. I guess not. Anyways, 250 max apparently. For some reason I thought at least it was more. I guess not. I guess things have changed in the world. But what was I going to say? Dude, this is a crazy arbitrage bet, right? Like when it was minus 140, hit it, right? Like you could lock in a risk-free profit. That also honestly seems good for the sleeper discount. Damn, I thought Fliff gave you a max of 1,000 and there's a shit ton of liquidity available on Novig. You can see here 4.9K. So like that's a no joke position. Clearly like sharp action kind of coming into the market. Ton of liquidity. Sleeper had a similar price. Once you convert their odds from decimal odds into American odds. So what we can do is we got Brittany Grinder, Paige Buttercheeks. So let's see if usually these multiplier boosts are kind of ass, but maybe it's a new day. Yeah, so this is a horrible discount, dude. Horrible. Do not fall for the multiplier boost. They're giving you her line at 17.5. Other books have her at 16.5. It's like, yeah, good try. Little trap line assholes. However, Ronald Acuna. This play, do I think it's plus EV? No, I don't even think it's plus EV. Caruso. All these multiplier boosts, bro, they are traps. They are traps. So let's see what we got going on, man. Let's see. We got Alex Caruso. That doesn't seem horrible. This actually doesn't seem horrible, but let's see if they move the line on Angela. No, not really, honestly. It's still a similar price. So I'm going to run it again. And honestly, I would say the Ronald play was kind of like fair. So if you like the play, Again, I think the play on Angela Reese, I think that play is plus EV. And then we have Brittany Grinder. I don't know. Anyways, we already locked in this play on Jorge Soler. Okay, cool. Damn. What do we want to do? We are kind of rolling. Play on Will Benson. This looks very solid home run value, plus 850. Caesar's only giving you plus 550. Crossed market. One of those two bets has to be a profitable bet. Anyways, is there any value on Dabble? Actually, Dabble just legalized in Virginia. This is another fantasy book. Did we do PrizePicks yet? Yes, we did do PrizePicks. I'm surprised you still stream after you sold Odds Jam. WNBA is lower. What do you mean WNBA is lower? Oh, for fliff betting limits. I know. Tell me Dallas Wings win tonight. Dude, how are you focused? Saito508. How are you focused on the Dallas Wings game? I can't rewind. What's good for fliff? Angela Reese. Angel Reese under 3.5 assists. I ran at minus 140. They bumped it slightly to minus 150, but I would still run it at minus 150. I would. Anyways, we got a shit ton of tabs open. So there's a little bit of this honestly seems decent. If you wanted a rebet play. Who just called me? Oh, shit. Is that my dad? Nah, it's not my dad. Okay, we're good. So, the Rockies team total. You guys know I love the Rockies. Rockies and Pacers tonight. I hope the Rockies can get a win. I really do. So, minus 130, I mean, pretty clear value on this play. There's not really much to talk about. Aside from just getting it locked in, this game starts at 7:15. You just go to the runs column, and there it is. Over 2.5, minus 130. Again, the website has been working a little bit janky recently, so I'm not even going to bother trying on the website. Alex, why the chat say you still eat your boogers? Anyways, dude, we've been kind of rolling. We've gotten in a lot of plays on this stream. We've done better. We've done PrizePicks. We've done Underdog Fantasy. I don't know if I'm going to stream again. Little gang, I'm 6'4". I'll stomp you, little Riaz clown ass up. What are you talking about? What did he take on Underdog? Risking on Tigers, Braves, Cubs. Fliff removed Angel Reese before I could get it locked in. What are you talking about? Anyways, let's see if there's anything else we like on Underdog or FanDuel. Meh. I mean, you could run this little esports play on Underdog if you wanted to. But what I really want to do, man, I was kind of hoping there was more FanDuel value, but I guess not. So 3-pick esports entry, CS2. What was I going to say? Let's see FanDuel. I guess Fliff not really popping right now. Dude, why? So we're already on Austin Riley to go yard. Bro, but they're kind of offering you some decent value on his doubles line at plus 340. Why do you got to do that to me? FanDuel always... But the problem with player doubles is I typically just, get lower betting limits compared relative to, player hits. Also, I feel like player hits has, in general, better value. Sheesh. So let's see if we can put together a play. So again, what I ran for the FanDuel, they have a nerfy profit boost. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. So we're on the Reds money line, plus 120 on rebet. That was our first, I guess kind of mainline bet. The nerfy for the FanDuel, 50% profit boost. I don't know. Let's see. Dude, I am starving, actually. Whew. We're in Indiana, I believe. Okay, so we got 2 picks so far. Damn, dude, I'm hungry. But you gotta finish streaming. Oh, shit, that's not what I meant to do. Let me get rid of DraftKings. Again, DraftKings is the easiest book to beat. Go to the OddsJam arbitrage tool, put in sharp books like Circa, Pinnacle, Novig, and just take the crossed markets. Right? So like here, Clay Holmes under minus 180, crossed market, very high confidence in your edge. Because one of the 2 bets has to be profitable, but I mean honestly, we've done enough DraftKings at this point. Anyways, let's see what we got. Let's see what we can get going on here. I honestly may remove the player doubles market. I may just filter that out because they just limit it so aggressively. So we have Michael Harris. I like that. Usually these weird niche markets, I don't really fuck with. Is there any more player hits? I do feel like pretty good with those markets. Oh, shit. Drake Baldwin, plus 190. No other book really offering above the plus 170s. Why did FanDuel log me out, man? Well, that plays in the same game, so it's not even going to work anyways. Let's go back here. Why did FanDuel log me out? I got too many tabs open. Did any new pick 6 value pop up? I'm always bouncing around kind of from book to book. Never really know, which of these books is going to have the good value on a given day. I could see this game being a super under. That would be a fun sweat. That'd be a fun sweat. It honestly would. And then there's some solid, again, FanDuel sometimes has solid value in the alt lines. The fuck is going on, bitch? Okay. Let's see, man. Dude, I don't know what it is when I'm in Indiana. I don't understand why not just the EV tool. Why not just use the EV tool and cross-market the ARB tool instead? You could just cross-market the ARB tool. What the fuck, FanDuel? They have a 30% profit boost. Okay. I don't know why it's not showing me a bet button. Your location could not be verified. Bruh, you just had my location verified. I swear, man, some of the hardest parts about betting on sports is quite simply logging into them. They make it hard. They make it hard, dude. Why do they do that? I don't know. Come on, bitch. Dude, I'm gonna fucking blow up here in a sec if this doesn't work. Anyways, should we do another underdog play? Fucking FanDuel's not loading. I gotta close all these random tabs. I always open so much tabs. Yo, there's a war in Iraq. Or no, sorry, Iran. But we are sports betting. You can't focus on everything in life at the same time. You really can't. Can we get a pick six play? Yeah, I mean, I said earlier, there's not a ton of value on pick six right now. What other promos did they have?